Okay. So, as well, the same. You already watched the second video and the third video, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, Viviana, you didn't watch the videos, right? The second one and the third one, right?
Right.
Okay. So please take your time. The link is here. I'm going to share the link once more. So give me a moment, please take your time and please watch the video while Mayra and Luisa share with us, share summarize about the video, okay? Okay, Viviana, got it? Sharing the link. Got it, Viviana?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. So please watch the video and Mayra and Luisa are going to share with us a short summary. So please, Mayra, please, what did you understand about the second video and the third video?
Okay, about the second video is CAE2 speaking exam. But in this case is how a concept map um, is explanation about the specific topic about with your partners is how I stand in a group. Um, the teacher or the speaker say that we have 4 minutes. It's important that the sounds are natural, and don't do different grammar mistake when we talk about this concept map. About the third video, is an interview with a tutor. Um, there are two students and talk about a topic. The topic is the radio. Um, uh, the students
A
help
topic is what? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
the radio,
Ah,
radio.
okay.
Yes,
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
it's about the radio, and it's the students talk about the point of view, what is the useful and importance and comparison with
Mayra.
other. Yes.
Mm, yeah, I can hear you very well, but it's okay. I can hear
Okay.
you now.
Okay, and the students comparison with other elements, for example, the internet, the TV, and other technological elements.
Okay, perfect, excellent. So the second video is a class like like our class, an online class. Okay, Luisa, what about you?
Well, the first video was a teacher who was explaining the way we should perform the third part of the speaking test from Cambridge, and which is actually a conversation between two of the persons who are taking the test. And he gave us tips about the conversation. What should we do? For example, if the other person doesn't want to talk or doesn't feel like talking, we should encourage the other person to talk. We shouldn't talk with the person who is evaluating us. The conversation must be between the two who are taking the test. Um,
Mhm.
he actually gives a lot of tips that the concept map that Myra did mention of, how we should talk about the topic and explain a point of view. We doesn't have to necessarily agree, but to be able to express our thoughts in a correct way, in a proper way in a second language. So he gives tips like how to give a conclusion, um, which the timing, what the timing should be if someone else doesn't let us speak. What should we do? Like we should interrupt the other person so we can speak. We can do our performance so we can get qualified. And if the other person finally doesn't want to let us speak, that the person who is evaluating, it's gonna give that person a very low score because they try to be rightful. So yeah, he gives a lot of tips for that part of the test. And the next video, it's like the application of what the first video was. So yeah, there's a conversation, there's a tutor and the other two persons who are taking the test, and they're having a conversation over a certain topic. And there are tips like the tutor make corrections in the form of notes in the video. So, for example, he explains this person should have taken this opportunity to use a better type of grammar, not to speak in such basic way. Uh, the other person didn't listen well, so he took note of that. That why is this person speaking about the radio when the question and we isn't talking about that. We aren't talking about that. So yeah, that's basically what this second video is about. It's like the application of the previous video, and
Okay.
we can learn from it.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it's correct. Okay. Viviana. Viviana. Hello. Viviana.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Do you already watch the video or almost of all the video?
I try to see, but it's long. It's long.
Okay, don't worry, don't worry. About what you have seen so far, what do you have to say about this video? Hello. So far, about what you have seen so far. Viviana, hello. Viviana?
Hello.
Yes.
Um, Video is about a kind of conversation with another person
Mhm.
that I I will I will tag with this other person. I don't know.
Don't worry. Did you watch, I think, 2 or 3 or 5 minutes about the video, right?
Yes, 3 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Say something about what you watch. He's a teacher or he's a man explaining something, what he is explaining. Okay.
He's explaining and speaking exam.
Mm-hmm.
What is yay? Uh,
And what do you think
minutes.
is it? What do you think is it? It's a kind of speaking exam, it's a debate. What you see on the board, you can see some topics, right? Some points. So what do you
Um,
think is about, for example, is about, what can you imagine?
I think that debate.
It's a debate, okay.
When he recommends
Mhm.
times for speak in this debate. You 2 minutes for the task and explained that we need to listen to the partner and be spend very time to express the opinion and give uh, I I guess that is about it.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's the idea, Vivian. I'm sorry. That's the idea. It's not just use your imagination. So you see a man there. He's talking and blah blah blah. Blah. He's talking actually so fast, and he's explaining something. So you see the board. It says something like this. I agree, disagree. So I think this is. So remember, this class is just to say wherever comes to your mind. Doesn't matter if it's wrong, it's true, doesn't matter. The idea is to show that you are ready to express yourself, you are ready to say, you are ready to speak, you want to speak, you are not afraid about speaking about what people think of me. Don't worry about that. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead to work on the activity. So the activity, I'm going to share again the screen. Give me a moment, ladies. Okay, perfect. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. So,
Me too.
Merida, I see your cat. Oh my God, it's so cute. I love cats. I saw it. I saw him. Maya?
Yes, I am here. I don't listen to the question or
Don't
the.
worry, don't worry. I was saying that I saw your cat. It's so cute. I love cats. Okay,
Yeah.
Luisa. So here we have a topic. It's similar to the first class. Luisa, sorry, I'm sorry, Maya. I don't know what is going on with me. Everybody's Luisa for me. Okay, Maya. So I'm going to show you a topic. Okay, something like this, for example, something like this. So we have a question. Okay, we must answer this question but talking about all the 5 points that you see around. Okay? It's like kind of a spider, so you see 5 points, and that question needs to be answered on these points for 2 minutes. Okay? So, Luisa, this activity is similar to the first one, remember? For the first class?
Yes,
It's
I
similar.
remember.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So, it's similar. So, Luisa, sorry, Mayra, you have 2 minutes to give what you think about that topic. So, this is yours. This is yours. Remember, you must work on the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, okay? In 2 minutes. Remember, we must manage our time for these 5 points. So the timer is here. The timer is going to tell you the time that you have, okay? And ladies, Viviana and Luisa, you are going to be attentive to Mayra's answer, okay? Okay, Mayra, so please let me know when you be ready.
Ready.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Okay. Nowadays, the population is a topic in around the world. Um, about the reduce the different pollution in the environment is the reduced car use, reduce use car in a city. For example, when you go to the work, it's important that you use other options. The bicycle is a good option, and but in some series there aren't a space that you ride your cycle, but it's a initiative. It's a good idea that you start with this uh, use I don't know, with this transportation. Um, for this, it's important create new cycle path and improve the walls and the space when the people can ride the cycles. Other elements, for example, the people use the skates and other space different to the cars, different to the rails cars in a city. Another is make a public transport cheaper because many people don't have
Okay,
money
time is
to
over.
pay.
Time is
Oh my God.
over. Okay. You spent the 2 minutes in just two points.
Yeah.
Remember, don't worry, we are learning. If you have the topics, if you have the time, you already have the resources to say, okay, I have 10 seconds for this one, 10 seconds, then 20 seconds, But sometimes we forget about that because we are scared, we are thinking about what we need to say. Okay, don't worry. Luisa,
Yes.
do you agree or disagree with what Mayra said about these questions about these topics?
Well, I can see the point of making public transportation cheaper. Like, yeah, I can see the point of it, but I don't think it's actually practical because it can affect other fields, not only transportation. Like, it would be practical maybe for reduce the car use, but not for other reasons. We think in a general point of view of what an idea can be. So yeah, I think that making public transportation cheaper, it might probably reduce the car use, but it can also affect other fields, other things that can make it a not so practical alternative.
Yeah.
And with grading cycle paths, I totally agree.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. Uh, Mayra, Mayra
Okay. Sorry.
is,
It's my
sorry,
door.
is,
It's here.
don't worry, don't worry. Is Luisa right about what you said?
Okay. The public transport
But it's
is
about what Luisa said. It's about what Luisa said. Okay? Are you agree, sorry, do you agree or disagree, or is Luisa right about the point she took?
I think about that is my topic and I defend. but the certainly I agree with Luisa because the public transport is other transportation, other car, and the idea is reduce the car in the city.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Excellent, perfect. Okay, Luisa, now going to give you, oh, no, not that one. This one. So same exercise, 2 minutes to give your answer. So let me know please when you be ready.
Okay, let me just read it for a second. Okay, got it.
Okay, excellent. Go ahead, please.
Okay, I think that the reason that people feel proud about those stuff is because they gave them some sort of social validation, like getting a new car. Probably your old car was good, but no, getting a new car is better. It's better socially validated. Or having a new baby, some people feel the pressure of having a baby, or maybe they wanted to have a baby. So yeah, people might feel proud of getting validation, or just might feel proud of uh, fulfilling their dreams, getting a new job. Maybe you weren't happy with your old job, or maybe you wanted a better paid or a better seen work, a very seen job. So yeah, it's again social validation stuff, or maybe just feeling better about yourself. Winning a prize, totally social validation, but also it can make you feel good. It's not
Oh my god.
like everyone's want to feel validated, but it doesn't have to be the only stuff that leads your mind. But yeah, winning a prize is something really good. I would like to win a prize. And supporting a sports team, again, they makes them feel validated. They makes them feel a part of a group, part of a community. So we are social beings, so we like to be included, we like to be validated. That's why we search the ways to feel that validation, to feel part of something, a part of something, and most overall, they gave them happiness. So people like to feel happy and like to be happy, have to be proud over their own happiness. So yeah, I can see my timer. I don't know. Okay, they like to feel validated. They like to be happy, and they're proud of their own validation and on their own happiness, whatever the reason may be.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. Viviana. Viviana,
Yes,
do you agree or
I'm
disagree?
here.
Okay, perfect. Do you agree or disagree with Luisa about a point of view of this question?
Mm,
Hello?
seeing the screen. Hello.
You are
Um,
not seeing the screen?
you the sorry,
Don't worry.
my
The question,
connection is.
yes, I see, don't worry. The question is, why do people feel proud about this thing? So Luisa was
Why the
talking
people?
about, yeah,
Why the people? What?
why do, why do people feel proud about this thing? So it was about a new car, a new baby, getting a new job, winning a prize, supporting a sports team. So Luisa was sharing her opinions about this. So about, for example, a new baby, do you agree or disagree with Luisa said on this point?
Sorry, the bye.
Sorry?
I don't. I don't listen.
Hmm. You didn't listen to Luisa?
Change the question.
Didn't you?
Sorry.
You didn't listen to Luisa, right? Didn't you?
And I
Hello.
can. I can't. I can't see the question of Luis.
Ah, okay. So you didn't listen to Luisa, right? When she was talking, right?
Some parts.
Okay. About those parts, do you agree or disagree?
Okay. I am. I agree. with with to have a new baby,
Mm.
to feel
Why?
of because I feel that that give life is is a great um happiness or realizations for a human.
Mm-hmm.
But I things um material things that, for example, a new car, but is a good thing, but not is very important for the
Mm-hmm.
life. I
Yeah.
think that.
Okay. Luisa, about Viviana said, is she right? Is she wrong regarding what you said?
Well, she totally agreed with me. I was
Mm-hmm.
expecting a little more of controversy, like something to talk about, but I guess this wasn't the case. So yeah, I think she's right because she
Yeah.
said I was right.
And I think as well that a new baby is a good, is an excellent, is the perfect gift for everybody. A
Hmm.
new baby. Okay, perfect. So, Viviana, now
Yes.
is your time. Now is your time to give your answer. So let me, okay, here, here. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have these
The topic of
questions.
Luisa.
Oh no, this is your topic. Why are these inventions important in our everyday lives? This is your point. This is your topic.
I
Okay?
don't see.
Okay, I'm
I
going to
don't
send,
see.
give me a moment please. I'm going to send to you this picture. I'm not going to, I'm going to leave my, I'm sending it to you, okay? Please when you be ready with this picture. Get it, Diana?
Yes.
Okay,
I-
perfect. So open the image, please.
Yes.
Okay, open the image. And please give your answer in 2 minutes. Let me know when you be ready, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Um, I'm ready. Um,
okay. Go ahead, please.
okay. These inventions are important. Now, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Um, I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead, please.
Inventions. These inventions are important because, for example, mobile phones with another persons in different places, um, with large distances, and the, to make the things in an immediately form. The refrigerator is important for uh, food fresh, and they use for more for a long time that in the air. Um, the airplanes are very important for to um, to long distances in a short time. Um, the internet is in this. I don't know. when I say indispensable, because it's a global in all things, for work, for business, for education, uh, for um, for all for all kind of things that we imagine it. And because this make the exercise of wash clothes are very easy, and in relation with the use of water and the use of salt, and it's a great
Okay.
invention.
Viviana, time is over. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the connection is really low, so we cannot listen to you very well. But anyway, Mayra is going to try to give her opinion about what you said. So, Mayra, do you agree or disagree? Hello, Mayra. Mayra, we cannot hear you.
I threw off the microphone.
Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. For me, more than important is for the usefulness, um, because many people new live without this with without live without these inventions. And
Which one, sorry?
me,
Which invention?
okay, many people in the past lived without invasions. For me, there are not important. Is useful. Is usefulness, but it's not important because we can live without these invasions. Um, For example, the mobile phone is a most recently invention. For me, is useful but not is important.
Okay. But about Viviana said on these points, do you agree or disagree about what you understood of Viviana? Do you agree or disagree?
Viviana or Amira?
Yeah,
I'm
Viviana. Yeah,
I'm
Viviana
agree.
was. No, sorry, Mayra. Do you agree or disagree about what Viviana said on these topics?
For me, is basically is disagree, because for
Ah,
me
okay, got it.
inventions are not important in our life. Is
Okay.
only useful tools in our life.
Okay, excellent. Good point. Viviana, do you have something to say about what Mayra said on these points? Do you have something to refuse? Viviana? Viviana, hello?
Mm, Um, no, I agree
You agree. Why
with
do
the
you
point
agree?
of
Why?
view of Mayra.
Why? Why do you
Sorry.
agree? Why do you agree with Mayra? Why?
Um, I listen a part of that she said because the connection is very poor.
Mhm.
But
She said that these
what
inventions are not
about the
important
mobile
because
phones?
okay. She said that these inventions are not important because anyway we can live without them. Do you agree or disagree?
Okay. In this with this point of view, I am. disagree in part with Mayra.
Mhm. Why?
It's probably that is not an essential but the human life, but but is so these inventions mm, we will create a chaos in depending of this, especially internet and mobile phones. I think that.
Mhm. Okay, perfect. Excellent, ladies. So this was a kind of debate, because the next class is going to be a debate. Actually, for the next class, we're going to create groups. I'm going to give you a topic and you are going to prepare that debate for the next class. We are free, don't worry, because by the way, you can work together, okay? Okay, for the next activity, I'm going to ask you some questions. So, ladies, we have 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to put my camera on because I need you to see my face. Okay, we have 5 minutes to answer 4 questions. Okay, so I'm going to put the timer running. Okay, timer on. We have 5 minutes to answer those questions. So remember, if you take long on a questions, you are taking less time for the next one. Okay, for the next question. So I'm not going to put the timer for the first ones and then for the next one. No, the timer is running and we have 5 minutes for the 4 questions. Okay. So you are not going to see my questions. You are going to listen to my questions. Okay. Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
the
So,
topic is free.
I got a question. I got a question. I'm sorry.
yeah,
The 5 minutes, it's gonna be for all of us, like the three of us, to answer those questions, or just two of us?
for you, just for a person. I mean, a person have 5 minutes. For example,
Ah, okay.
Luisa has 5 minutes to answer 4 questions. Okay,
Okay.
and I'm going to say the questions, and then you are going to answer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So, let's start with Viviana.
Okay.
Okay, Viviana, ready? So, Viviana, what is the most important for young people nowadays? Going to the college or getting a job?
Um, I think that the most important for young people network, internet, um, their life with their friends. Besides,
Okay,
I think that's important. Um, YouTubers, influential.
okay. But remember, the question is going to the college or getting a job. What is most important for them?
Sorry, I don't know.
Don't worry, don't worry. So the question is, what is most important for young people? Going to the college or getting a job?
Okay, okay. So,
Don't worry, take your time.
um, from my point of view, I think that because a job allow to to have money, their own things. I think
Viviana,
yes.
Finish?
I'm
Remember, we have 4 questions. Finish with the first one?
okay. I'll finish the first one and continue.
Yeah. Some people say
Some
that
people,
students have an easy life. What do you think?
mm, I think that the people have different opinions, but since my students have her own preoccupations are different of the adult lives, but if don't means that is less important that the problems that other group or one I can't see the screen with the next question.
Okay, perfect. Okay. No, it's the idea is not to see the question, is the idea is to listen to me, okay? Do you think it's important to study academic subjects, or should students only learn vocational skills? Hello? Hello, Viviana.
Teacher, I, I
Can you listen? Can you hear me?
yes, now yes.
Okay. I'm going to change the question. Who should pay for students doing university courses? Who should pay for students at university? Who should pay for students? Hello, Viviana. Vivi, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
pay
Okay. Who should pay for students at university? I mean, family, government.
um I think that can be um shared between government and because it's a responsibility that uh, make part uh, of the government, and I think that
Okay, perfect. Excellent. Okay, Vivi, for the next class, it's really, really important to have a good connection of internet. Seriously, because your performance is going to be affected for this. Okay? Because we cannot listen to you, you cannot listen to us. I mean, so it's really important to have a good connection. Okay? Got it, Viviana?
I listen gigas of internet. I don't understand what I happened. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. It's okay. Okay, for the next class, please be aware on this, okay? Okay, Luisa, ready?
Yes.
Okay, so remember we have 5 minutes for 4 questions, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so first questions.
Okay.
Do you think concerns about the environment should affect people's transport choices today?
Should affect people's what?
People's transport choices today.
Of course, absolutely.
Mhm.
Because I know transport is something important, but it's not at the same level as the environment. So if you have to be a responsible Earth citizen and choosing the healthiest way of transporting for the environment, of course, because there will be no environment in the future if we keep doing those bad choices in terms of transportation and in many other fields actually.
Okay, excellent. What is your opinion about the provision of public transport in your area?
The what?
The provision. What is your opinion about the provision or resources of public transport in your area?
Oh, okay. The public transportation in my area, it's actually not that bad. It could have been better, but it's not that bad. But yeah, we can still see. Are we talking about the pollution or something like that? I can't understand well your question. Like maybe the audio or something like that. It's missing.
Uh, no, don't
Like you
worry.
mean the resources, or you
Yeah,
are asking me to?
resources. Yeah. What do you think about the public transport in your area? I mean, it's a good transport. We
Oh,
have
okay, okay.
good
I thought we
buses.
were still talking about the environment or something because I couldn't listen well. It's not that bad. It could have been better, but it's not that bad. Like it's in my area, the public transportation is able to take you to places that are actually not that close. That can be actually pretty fast, pretty far. I'm sorry, pretty far, but it is still not that good. It's always crowded and it's actually disgusting sometimes. Like the vehicles are not in a good state, if you know what I mean. And it's not that safe. It could have been safer. I wish it was safer. I think all of us wish it would be safer, but it is still not that bad. It's comfortable. Has very good reach radio. Like you can get to so many places with public transportation in my area. So yeah, it's not that bad.
Hmm? Excellent. Yeah. Oh, I think it's really bad.
I
What do
know
you
you live
think?
in Bogota. I know what you.
Oh my God, Bogota is terrible. It's terrible. It's horrible. Okay.
Horrible.
What do you think the invention of the airplane has improved the life of ordinary people? The lives of ordinary people.
Well, we can begin just by the fact that hundreds or millions, hundreds of millions of people have jobs related to planes, airports, planes, and all sort of things going on just because their existence, the mere existence of planes. Like many people have jobs, which is huge. And well, there's still the fact that the world is connected. It has made the world a connected space. We can reach different places. We are able to get to see people from other places easier. And yeah, but I think that the biggest impact, other than the fact that we can reach different places, is the fact that has given so many people jobs. A lot of people
Mm,
work from that, and that's, as I said before, that's huge.
mm, yeah, really huge. Do people really need to travel as much as they do?
Well, it depends. Like, uh, maybe depending on the reason for their traveling, because well, planes have a very strong environmental impact. Planes are not good for the environment, and a lot of people have like private jets and take planes everywhere. and that's not good. But I know we're not talking about planes. But it depends on the reason, on their own reasons to travel. Like, people don't travel for good reasons, you know what I mean? And some other people travel just for getting to know the world. I would like to travel more, actually, but yeah, it depends on the reasons that people might have. Or some people do feel really comfortable in the place they are and don't want
Okay,
to travel.
time is
That's
over.
okay.
Time is over. Okay, excellent, Luisa. We did 4 questions in 5 minutes. Excellent, perfect. Good ideas as well. Okay, Mayra, ready?
I don't know. Okay. Okay, we can start.
Okay, perfect. So let me put the timer. This is the last one, ladies. I'm so sorry. I know this class has been really long. And I feel tired as well, but this is just for this week because last week didn't have this class, so don't worry. The next class is going to be just for an hour, okay?
Uh,
Okay, Mayra. So, in your opinion, what have been the most significant changes brought about by technology in the last decade?
okay, the most significantly,
Changes?
okay, changes. The
In the last decade?
internet,
Okay, why?
because it's opportunity, but other but for other space in our life. For example, the interaction, and a clear example is education space, and offered other ways that you can learn and study.
Okay, perfect. What aspects of people's life have undergone considerable transformations in your country during the last few years?
Sorry, again, please, the question.
Okay. What aspects of people's lifestyles have undergone transformations in your country during the last few years?
During,
Experiences,
okay, the expectations of the people.
people's people's lifestyles have
Like,
undergone during the last few years.
during the last of the New Year's.
The last few years, for example, during the last decade, during the last 10 years.
I don't know. I don't understand.
Okay, don't worry. So, during the last decade, for example, how your life or your lifestyle have undergone or have lived. I mean, your life have been uh, better or worse than 10 years ago?
Okay, okay. Today is better. Um,
Okay.
Also, there are many difficulties, how other times the people have new tools that our life is more easier nowadays. The the different inventions, and the new tools and the technology reforms and improve the style of life.
Okay, excellent. Okay. In what ways do you think our society has shown improvement, and where is there is still room for improvement? In what ways do you think our society has shown improvement? And do you think we need to improve something else?
Okay. In what?
Yeah, in what ways?
In what ways? For example, in the educational records, is a
We have
example about, yeah, about the change in a new style of life, because many people, um, for example, have a virtual life in your about the study, in communication with with their families, and no more.
okay. Do you think people should move with the times or stick to traditions in order to preserve their values?
I don't know the initial part of the question.
Okay. Do you think people should move with the times or stick to traditions in order to preserve their values?
It's important preserve the different traditions in of life, because
Okay.
it's
Maya,
a
time is over. Time is over. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So, ladies, I'm going to share with you this. Okay, this card. It's a similar card with different questions, and you are going to prepare the debate about these questions, okay? In order to respond these questions. So, Lisa, Maria, and Viviana, you are going to prepare a debate for the next class. So remember, the debate for the next class needs to have pros, contras. Everybody hasn't to be agree, ladies, okay? Hasn't to be agree. For the next class, I'm going to send you as well the link of the video to see how you can prepare debates, okay? Give me a moment. I'm going to share with you this card. This one. Sample 5, okay? So you see today, okay, let me see, I don't know. Okay, here. Here you are, okay? On that part 4. So you have different questions. So we must answer those questions, but in a debate, okay? In a debate. So Maria said, okay, I really, all the questions need to be answered, okay, ladies?
O-
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. Don't
This is the 5 question, yes? And
yeah.
we talk about the answer.
Yeah, you must answer those questions, but in a debate. Okay. For example, for the first part, how important is for people to have hope and dreams? So, for example, Viviana is going to say, with I don't know, with an example, for me it's important, for people it's important because they make them to feel strong, they make them to grow up, etc., etc., etc. And you can say, I don't agree because I think when people have
Okay.
dreams, they can get, like an illusion, and then they are going to fail, and then they are going to feel really bad, or something like that. Okay.
Is
And
how debate
remember,
or discussion.
yeah, it's like a kind of debate. Remember, when you are in a debate, that doesn't mean, I mean, the idea that you share doesn't mean that you think like that. Okay? That doesn't mean. If I said, okay, I don't agree with you, it's not because I don't agree, it's because I have to explain why I think that idea should be different, okay? But maybe you are totally agree, you totally agree with that, that other person, okay? So don't worry, I don't want to think that you are a bad person or a good person if you share a different idea, okay? It's not about that, okay, ladies? So please, you can You can meet any day that you can, don't worry, but the idea is for the next class, next Thursday at 7 p.m. to have the debate, okay?
Okay, teacher. Sure. Thank
Okay,
you so
perfect.
much.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you for this time.
Thank
I know
you.
this class was really long, but don't worry,
Mhm.
the next class is going to be just an hour, okay? Thank you,
Okay.
Viviana. Thank you, Mayra. Thank you, Luisa. Good attitude,
Thank
excellent, everything. So don't worry to work on your pronunciation, Mayra, on your grammar as well, fluency, and Viviana, please, for the next class, excellent connections, and as well, more grammar, more pronunciation, more fluency as well, okay? Luisa, excellent, very good.
Mhm.
Okay. Bye-bye,
Bye.
ladies. Have a
Okay,
good night. Bye,
bye-bye.
Viviana.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
teacher.
See you next
Bye.
Bye.
Thursday.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.